Hi, this is Daniel DiTuro. As millions of Americans try to eat a healthier diet, including more whole grains, food manufacturers are using marketing tools to make them appear healthier than they really are. In many cases, the health benefits are more hype than health. In this video, I'll review some of the differences between whole grains, multigrain, and ancient grains. Whole grains can be seeds or kernels. Some diets recommend eating seeds, while discouraging eating kernels like wheat, rye, and barley. What some people refer to as the standard American diet is a high refined grain diet, consisting of refined white wheat flour and refined white rice. Whole grains have three parts: the bran, the endosperm, and the germ. The endosperm provides mostly carbohydrates and protein, the bran provides fiber, and the germ provides fat. Refining eliminates the bran and the germ, leaving the carbohydrate-rich endosperm. Some common whole grains include barley, brown rice, buckwheat, corn, oats, rye, wild rice, and wheat. Bulgur is one form of whole grain wheat, popular in European and Middle Eastern cuisine. In the United States, whole grain oats is more popular than bulgur, followed by whole grain barley. Barley is typically added to soups, and malted barley flour is a common ingredient in many bread flours. People with celiac disease need to avoid the protein gluten found in wheat, barley, and rye. Many whole grains, like polenta, are gluten-free unless cross-contaminated. When buying products that claim to be whole grain, the first ingredient should be whole grain, regardless of the type of grain. Whole grain products should provide 2 to 3 times the fiber per serving than refined grains. Some whole grain products carry the Whole Grain Council stamp, stating each serving should provide 22 grams or more of whole grain. When it comes to whole grain breads, tortillas, and other products, about 50% of the weight should be whole grain. How much whole grain should you include in your diet? The answer isn't as simple as you would think. The DASH diet recommends eating 6 to 8 servings of whole grains per day based on a 2,000 calorie diet. The 2015 Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends eating 3-ounce equivalents of whole grains per day for a 2,000 calorie diet. What is 3-ounce equivalents? It's a convoluted way of saying eat at least 3 ounces of whole grains per day for a 2,000 calorie diet. Like many American dietary guidelines, there is no consensus, except for the fact that most Americans eat too many refined grains, and eating too many refined grains can lead to overweight and type 2 diabetes. Food manufacturers complicate the issue by providing erroneous or false information. The manufacturer of this sliced bread falsely claimed that one slice of its bread provides 150% of the daily requirement for whole grain. The waters become even murkier when it comes to claims by dry breakfast cereals. Some whole grain cereals, like this oat cereal, provides 3 grams of fiber and only 1 gram of sugar. This cereal also lists whole grain as the first ingredient, but it's followed by sugar and refined rice flour. One serving provides 2 grams of fiber and over 2 teaspoons of sugar. Putting ounce equivalents aside, 1 serving equals 1 slice of whole grain bread, 1/2 cup cooked whole grain, or 1/2 cup cooked whole grain pasta, 1/2 whole grain 8-inch tortilla, 1/2 whole grain pita, or 1 cup of dry whole grain cereal. If you're one of the millions of Americans who currently eat little or no whole grains, slowly add whole grains to your diet. Quickly adding high levels of fiber to your diet may cause bloating and gas. Start by adding about 48 grams of whole grains per day to your diet, equivalent to 2 slices of whole wheat bread or 2 cups of dry cereal. 2 fajitas made with 8-inch whole wheat tortillas equals about 44 grams or 4 servings of whole grain. When buying whole grain products, dismiss the marketing hype and look for whole grains in the ingredients list or the Whole Grains Council stamp. MultiGrain is one way to make foods appear healthier than they really are. MultiGrain can mean whole grains or refined grains. It simply means the product was made from more than one grain. This multigrain bread claims to provide 9 grams of whole grains per slice. One slice is 45 grams. Unlike whole grain breads that are almost 50% whole grain, this bread is about 20% whole grain. The ingredients list lists enriched wheat flour as the first ingredient. Enriched wheat flour is another name for refined white flour. This 12-grain bread has 11 grams of whole grains per slice and 2 grams of fiber per slice. Another 12-grain bread provides 21 grams of whole grains per slice and 3 grams of fiber. Both are made from whole grains, but one brand provides twice as much whole grain as the other brand. Here are 11 whole grains for homemade 12-grain bread. In most recipes, the 12th grain is refined wheat flour. Some multigrain products are no healthier than refined white grain products. Look for multigrain products that list whole grains as the first ingredient, not refined grains. Ancient grains is one of the latest diet fads to hit the American market. Ancient grains include amaranth, barley, buckwheat, farro, millet, quinoa, rye, spelt, sorghum, and teff. Not all ancient grains are grains. Quinoa is a seed, not a grain. Most ancient grains have not been genetically modified like modern grains, wheat, corn, and rice. Some ancient grains, like quinoa, are gluten-free, while others, like barley, are not. Some health benefits of ancient grains are that they are all whole grain. Whole grains provide more fiber, many are higher in protein, and they provide vitamins and minerals not found in refined grains. Some disadvantages are they are not as readily available as refined grains, the cost can be substantially higher, they have reduced shelf life due to the fat content, and some have longer cooking times. Are prepared ancient grain foods healthier than refined grain products? Here is one serving of refined grain and ancient grain crackers. The first ingredient is wheat flour, not whole wheat flour, just wheat flour. There's more vegetable oil than millet, more sugar than buckwheat, amaranth, and other grains and seeds, and more leavening than teff. Nutritionally, the saltine crackers have fewer calories, less fat, less saturated fat, and less sodium. Both provide less than 1 gram of fiber, with the ancient grain crackers providing 1 additional gram of protein. Like multigrain breads, it's buyer beware when it comes to prepared ancient grain products. In this example, buy ancient grain crackers for the flavor and texture, and not for any health benefits. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about this video. Thank you for watching. Buon appetito!